Ask any of the chickies in my pen. They'll tell you I'm the biggest mother hen. I love them all and all of them love me. Because the system works, the system called reciprocity. Bum bum ba dum ba da 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 da. Got a little motto, always sees me through. When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. There's a lot of favors I'm prepared to do. You do one for mama, she'll do one for you. Oh, they say that life is tit for tat, and that's the way I live. So I deserve a lot of tat for what I've got to give. Don't you know that this hand washes that one too? When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. Yeah, bumpa. If you want my gravy, pepper my ragu, spice it up for mama, she'll get hot for you. When they pass that basket, folks contribute too. You put in for mama, she'll put out for you. The folks atop the ladder are the ones the world adores. So boost me up my ladder, kid, and I'll boost you up yours. Let's stroke together like the Princeton crew. When you're stroking mama, mama's stroking you. So, what's the one conclusion I can bring this number to? When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. Ah, yeah! I don't care about expensive things, cashmere coats, diamond rings, don't mean a thing. Oh, all I care about is love. That's what I'm here for. I don't care for wearing silk cravats, ruby studs, satin spats, don't mean a thing. All I care about is love. Give me 2 eyes of blue, softly saying, I need you. Let me see her standing there, and honest mister, I'm a millionaire. Oh yes, I don't care for any fine attire Vanderbilt might admire. No, no, not me. All I care about is love. Oh yes. Ba-dum, dee-dee-da-dee-doo. That's what I'm here for. All he cares about is love. Show me long raven hair flowing down about to there. And when I see her running free, keep your money, that's enough for me. I don't care for driving Packard cars or smoking long buck cigars. No, no, not me. All I care about is doing a guy in who's picking on you, twisting the wrist that's turning the screw. All I care about is love. The name on everybody's lips is gonna be Roxy. The lady raking in the chips is gonna be Roxy. I'm gonna be a celebrity. That means somebody everyone knows. They're gonna recognize my eyes, my hair, my teeth, my boobs, my nose. Wow, 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 wow. Ba-dum-bum. From just some dumb mechanic's wife, I'm gonna be Roxy, who says that murder's not an art, and who, in case she doesn't hang, can say she started with a bang. Roxy Hart. Bum, 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 ba-doo-doo, bum. Boys, they're gonna wait outside in line to get to see Roxy. Think of those autographs I'll sign. Good luck to ya, Roxy. And I'll appear in a lavalier that goes all the way down to my waist. Oh! Here a ring, there a ring, everywhere a ring-a-ling, but always in the best of taste. Ooh, I'm a star. And the audience loves me, and I love them. And they love me for loving them, and I love them for loving me. And we love each other. And that's 'cause none of us got enough love in our childhoods. And that's showbiz. Kid. Bum 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 bum. She's given up her humdrum life. I'm gonna be singing it, Roxy. She made a scandal and a oh no! Wait. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all, it's GEEP's Variety Show! And now, here's your host, Hello everybody, GEEP here of GEEP's Variety Show. How y'all doing today? I hope y'all are doing very well this evening. We have a wonderful guest for you tonight. Been looking forward to this collab. This is a very fun individual. They are superb. They are sleek. They are sharp in more ways than one. Also, hello in the chat. Awa, awa. I think I did it right. Awa, awa. Hello, Mimi. Welcome. And anyway, folks, I ain't gonna waste much time, but I am gonna give you a little warm up. Just let me drink my water just for a moment here. Okay, so as you can see from on the title, the tweets I've been putting out there. Hey, Dark Snake, welcome. Hey, good to see you, Dark Snake. Here are the socials for the doctor. I'm just gonna post them right now before it's just because the Stream Elements bot is not gonna recycle it until there's more chatter bladder. Oh, look, there it is. Oh, wait, no, that's mine. Anyway. Whatever. Hey, Arrow! Yeah, oh, no problem, Doc. Yeah, see? Arrow, thank you for the raid. Hey, let's give a shout out to Arrow. Let's do it right now. So, shout out. We're going to go with Arrow in a nutshell. Rating with a party of 1. Excellent. Wait, the channel doesn't exist. What the fuck are you talking about? Shout out Arrow in a nutshell. There, that's better. There is no host. I'll just give a raid. Oh, that's right. They got rid of host, didn't they? That's right. Stupid Twitch. Anyway. Folks, let me warm you up here. So, the doctor... By the way, Arrow, it's lovely to have you here. Shouldn't you be getting to bed? Wait, isn't it like... Wait, what fucking time is it for you right now? It's like 2 in the morning for you right now. Hey, Tuskers, welcome! Jeep the Variety Bro! Yes, that's me! Yes, I am trying. Not the best mood. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright. Well, I hope we can provide you some entertainment. So, I hope you feel better, my friend. I'm so sorry to hear that. Alright. Anyway, folks, send Arrow some head pats and some warm hugs and plenty of love. Arrow's a wonderful guy. Alright? Brought a lot of us together, so... I thank you for coming here to support the doc at the very least, my friend. Thank you, Arrow, so much. And it's good to see you, Tusk. So anyway, folks, the very first segment we have for you tonight is going to be Dr. PUNICA performing a scene from Shakespeare, specifically Macbeth. The scene is about where Macbeth is talking with himself and having doubts about whether or not he's going to kill the King Duncan. And the only thing that's, what's the word? Giving him motivation is his own ambition. Arrow says, have a great stream and kill Dr. PUNICA during the show somehow for me. I don't kill my guest there, Arrow. I'll kill him with kindness or showmanship. I don't know, but I won't be able to kill him literally. I won't be able to kill the doctor literally. I won't be able to kill them literally. Sorry about that. They, them pronouns for the doc. Gotta remember that. That's my bad. Arrow says, Doc says, if you want revenge, kill me yourself, coward. Arrow says, kill with kindness sounds good. Bye-bye. Bye, Arrow. Please feel so much better, my friend. Please, feel so much better. All the best to you. Wonderful, wonderful man. Alright, folks, so the opening Shakespeare, Doc's gonna take care of that. So, let's get on with this. So, I want you all to get ready and give. Alright, folks. Like I said, they are sleek. They're awesome. They're cool. Hard-working. Putting lots of clever knickknacks and whatnot into their streams. They killed me on stream, but I was being a little horny for my own good. Need to go to horny jail for a sec there, but they have many surgeries. They are a doctor. It's a hobby, but they're getting good. They've saved lives. They've killed lives. Folks, I want to see the chat bumping and going crazy with plenty of emotes and cheers and pachi pachis. Give a warm round of applause for our thespian, our Shakespearean, wonderful, powerful, sexy, beautiful, skilled, talented doctor. Give a warm round of applause for Dr. PUNICA!
Oh, you weren't wrong about that shilling. My ears are kind of bleeding, but in a good way. In a good way.
There you are, Doc.
Do I have to just start reciting Macbeth right away?
Oh, no, not right away. Just let me disappear for a second. Whenever you're ready, though, there's the doctor, folks. And they are totally in character with the black and white theme we have going on here.
Yes. I was like, hey, Jeep, I can tell you how to make this a tiny bit better. Here you go. There you go. And then after this, you'll see my full color and glory.
For sure, folks. So, but Doc, whenever you're ready, captivate the audience with your wonderful acting.
I tried to read it seriously, and I was just like, I don't know what the hell this means, so I'm just gonna read this with the emotion I get from reading the lines, you know how I be. Anyways, this excerpt is from the play Macbeth. I picked this play because I heard of it when I was young. I heard it was like haunted in some way, and I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know much about Shakespeare, to be honest, but yeah. Okay, I'll be starting now. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Okay. If it were done when it's done, then it were well. If it were done quickly, if the assassination could trample up the consequence and catch with his success, but that this blow might be the be all and the end all here. But here, upon this bank and shoal of time, would jump the life to come. But in these cases, we'd still have judgment here. That we but teach bloody instructions, which being taught return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the integrance of our poisoned chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman, Kinney, and his subject, strong both against the deed, then as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his facilities so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues would plead like angels, trumpet-tongued, against the deep damnation of his taking off, and pity like a naked newborn babe, striding the blast, heaven's cheerburn, horsed upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall bore this horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only felting ambition, which leaps itself and falls on the other. I have no idea what that all meant.
Hey!
Just like, what the hell am I reading?
Well done, Doc. For someone to know what they were reading, you did a good job.
Thanks. I was just like, for the words that are like words that weren't English-ish, I was just like, I'm just gonna pretend this means this. Yes. Sorry. I know you love your Shakespeare, and I probably fucked that up for you. But
I just love hearing it because it was a different interpretation. It's different every time. I don't care if it's.
No,
I'm not stuffing no. I'm not like it has to be done this way. No, you did great. I'm happy you were brave enough to do it. Good job, Doc. For real.
Thank you. I was thinking of being like,
if we're done, it's done. We're well. We're done quickly. The assassination.
But I was just like, maybe that's offensive to Jeep because Jeep likes Shakespeare.
No.
I was gonna read it like unseriously, like,
But here upon this bank, at shoal of time, our jump of life to come.
Oh, that would have been good.
Like
hey, do you want to read it again like that?
Oh, okay.
No, I'm asking if you want to. You don't have to. You don't want to. If just one time is enough.
Oh, probably not the whole thing.
Okay.
Because it was so long.
Yeah, pick a spot and just let me know when you stop. By the way, Mimi liked it. She gave the awa awa.
Awa. What does awa awa mean, anyways? Is it like furry talk?
No, it's like a little dog talk, barking, like a little chihuahua. She said that's what she told me. It's like a little chihuahua bark. Awa awa.
Oh, so when a dog barks at you, it's a good thing. When my dog barks at me, it's usually a bad thing. So
I think when Mimi barks, it depends on the tone. I think this was a good one though. I think this is a good awa awa. Hey, Zeinhard, welcome. Beep beep. It's a Jeep indeed.
Hey, I'm gonna butcher Shakespeare. Yeah.
It ain't no butcher if it's just your own interpretation. And honestly, I liked it better how you were saying it. You put more character into the words. So start wherever you like and stop wherever you like. Go ahead, go crazy.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Shakes my little hands, rubs them together. Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, my lady, tips fedora. Okay.
To our own laps. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his keeney man, wink, and his subject, strong both against the deed, then as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not to bear the knife against myself. Besides this, Duncan hath borne his facilities so meek, hath been so clear in his great office. That's all I'm gonna say. Sorry.
That was good. That was excellent.
Oh, really?
Yes, and let me tell you what I determined excellent. Pachi. To me, when I can understand what you're saying as the words come out, that's when I consider it's a good interpretation of Shakespeare. I understood with your inflections and whatnot and the personality you put behind it, like, oh, yep, I get what this person's doing. This person's in it for the kill and going kind of crazy.
I have. What is this like segment even about? It's
Oh,
about murder, isn't it?
okay, yes. Let me see. Let me read the DM real quick, so I can take a look at it. So the scene itself is actually, so Macbeth is like second in charge to take over if the king is killed, and so King Duncan is his name. So that's why he says like, if it were done, 'tis done. If it were done when 'tis done, then we're done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch with the so on and so on forth. So he's just talking back and forth with himself because Macbeth is very indecisive and doubts himself. So he's questioning like, if I kill him, the heavens will cheer for him going to heaven, even though it's a foul deed. But my own ambition is what makes me want to do it. So that's the subject.
I
Of the
should have
whole
asked you
scene.
beforehand. I should have asked you like what the scene meant. That'll probably like.
Oh, I
Okay,
think.
now I have a better idea of what the scene is. I was just like, what the fuck is he saying?
Oh, I thought I left you. It's a little DM at the top here. I guess I should have highlighted it somehow. Where I said, "Here's your scene." It's where
Oh, my
Macbeth
bad.
is indecisive about killing the king for his own ambition. That's how I summarized it up there. But
Oh, you did put that. I didn't read it because I'm dumb.
that's okay. No, it's okay. But yeah, that's what the scene is about. That's all. He's just talking to himself and saying like, the king is beloved. So if I kill him, I'm evil. But if I don't get the crown. That's it.
Fuck. My bad. My bad.
No, but that's why it came across better when you were being all sinister and hilarious. So
That was sinister. I was just trying to be cringe.
that was cringe. I know. I liked it. Anyway, folks. So there you go. And we are now going to go right into singing. So let me go to the standby screen so the doc can change their colors. Ooh. By the way, that was a very impressive high-pitched voice you were able to do. You normally have such a deep voice.
Oh yeah, my range is apparently nuts. Supposedly.
I'm impressed.
Like I can go deep in songs. Like I can sing those. I'm not. What's it called? I'm not a bass. I forgot what it's called. The one before bass. Is it baritone? Like tenor is like high, right?
I wouldn't know all the terminologies. I know I've heard them. I couldn't tell you myself.
I believe I'm a baritone. Like I went for some vocal training to make my voice more androgynous sounding, basically. And the person that taught me was like, "I know a lot about music, and your singing voice is this." And I was like, "Oh, swag, nice."
Oh, nice.
They're like, "Yeah." They're like, "Yeah, you can push your voice to go really high or really low. Like naturally, my voice is on the lower end, but for many years, my friends had very high singing voices, and for a long time, I couldn't sing with them because I'm like, it's so fucking high. And then I eventually taught myself to go and be as high as them. So that's probably why. That's probably why my range extended. It was thanks to my high pitched voice friends.
That makes sense. It starts young and then you just develop it. So there you go, folks. You're gonna be delighted with some singing. So whenever you're ready, Doc, let's go to the next scene. Here we go. Share your screen with me so we can get the instruments running.
Oh yes. Let me. Oh, yes.
Yeah, Dark Snake, let's go. Yes, the audience is already getting hyped for this. Good job. Love to see a Dark Snake. And
sure.
Let's take a look at this song. Do you think this one could get muted, perhaps? Or is this like a Japanese song?
It's like I don't think it'll get muted. I hope not.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I haven't sung this lab. The only song I got muted is like a Frank Sinatra song.
Oh yeah, those.
I'm not doing that this time.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you know what
I don't think this will get muted.
You know what I'll do just to be safe though? During the instrumental parts, I will hum over the instruments. That's how I will stop getting muted with Frank Sinatra songs or even Disney songs. It's like the algorithm can't detect it as long as there's a voice messing with the noticeable music. That's how I avoid the mutes. So
I can hum if you want.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm more familiar with the song than you.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I just offer to do that because sometimes my guests, it's unfamiliar for them, so I usually need to do it for them. But if you can do the humming when it's instrumentals only, go for it because the singing takes care of it on its own. But when it's just instrumentals, yeah, just go like hum over it. Yeah.
Like for some context, this song, I basically like know it pretty well. I haven't sung it like live on stream yet. It's like a song I'd put on loop and sing to while playing Genshin.
Oh, nice.
When I'm like, oh, I want to do some karaoke, but I don't really want to look at the lyrics. Like this, I know the song pretty well. Like it's one of my warm-up songs. Like, so it's like lower in what's it called? Tone, I guess is the correct way to put it. Like I can sing more high energy songs with a lot more variation, but yeah, this one is easier on the vocal cords.
Nice. Well, you know what? I think that's perfect. So then you'll hum over the instruments. That's honestly my preference because they only hear your voice then. So, Doc, hit the video for me so I can make sure the audio's coming through, and then we'll just rewind it when it. Perfect. It's coming through. It's coming through.
Is it too loud?
No, because see, don't worry about the volume. I handle that all on my end, so you can have it as long as it makes sure it's loud for you. So the louder the better, because I can always make it more quiet on my end to make sure it doesn't overpower your vocals.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, Doc, sing away, folks. This is going to be the only song from the Doc tonight, I believe. So you're in for a treat if you're going to listen to this. Let's go. Whenever you're ready.
It's basically like my little ad for my karaoke stream. You want more? You have to come by and see my karaoke stream. Yeah. Which will be in a week or two. I'm not sure when. I usually, the reason why I'm doing one song is because like someone's home and I'm shy. I'm people shy. I'm like, oh, they're gonna hear me sing. So embarrassing.
Well, but thank you very much for singing on the show, then, Doc. So go for it.
No worries. Let me get my last sip. Anyways, the song is called Deja Vu. Let's get started. There's a tale, a legend told when the night was full of light. Every 1,000 years the skies would shake, every glow would fall from sight. One will be chosen, must become divine, channeling the power of the universe inside. I've been blinded by the clear vision from the other side. A star has fallen in my eye, transforming to purple light, supernatural energy inside. Look into my eyes right now. Stella exine, never rarete, in tempore. Stella exine, never rarete, in tempore. Suddenly, off the ground, a force starts lifting me, coming from myself fluidly. I float above the sea. One will be chosen, must become divine, channeling the power of the universe inside. I've been blinded by the clear vision from the other side. A star has fallen in my eye, transforming to purple light, supernatural energy inside. Look into my eyes right now. I need to take a sip. You can hum for a second. I can feel the wind on my face. Psychic energy radiates. Something's coming through. So bright it feels like deja vu. I can feel the wind on my face. Psychic energy radiates. Something's coming through. So bright it feels like deja vu. One will be chosen, must become divine, channeling the power of the universe inside. I've been blinded by the clear vision from the other side. I think it ends here. It's just instrumental, so I can mute it if you would like.
Nah, you're good.
I just don't want you to get, slapped by the bots. They're like, no, you can't sing this.
Oh, don't worry about it. I wouldn't blame you. I offered it. Pachi, Pachi, Pachi. Damn, Doc. Hey, your singing has improved. You sound beautiful.
Oh, really? Yeah, thank you.
You're very welcome. You no longer have to share your screen with me. It's all good.
Okay.
Yes, Dark Snake indeed. Pachi, Pachi, Pachi. I'm looking forward to your karaoke stream. Yes, Bracco, Bracco. That's an inside joke.
Yes.
Dark Snake was trying to spell Bravo, and it became Bracco, and now that's our word for Bracco, for Bravo here. So.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. Well done. And yes, I am now in the main outfit. A la request, a la redeemed by Mimi. So, it happened during the song.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow. I was just like, because I'm not watching the stream because I want to focus on my internet.
Yes,
and
definitely.
I was just made GEEP.
Made GEEP. Yeah. Well, I'm not averse to wearing a dress. I wore a dress on stream. My meat puppet at least did when I did the dancing, so it's all good.
If you don't mind me asking, which country were you born in?
America?
Made in America, more like, get it. Anyways,
I'm missing it. I'm missing it. I'm missing the joke.
Like made GEEP.
Made in America. Okay, now I got you. Thank you.
Very funny. Anyways.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, folks, that was Dr. PUNICA. Please get excited for their karaoke stream in the future. Don't know when they're going to do it, but you're going to get hearing more singing, and that actually was beautiful. I was like, my eyes actually popped. I thought to myself, I actually said out loud, but I was muted. I said to myself, damn.
Oh. My voice was shaking a bit because I wasn't in the proper position. I fucked up.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, you sounded good to me, and the chat loves it. Dark Snake gives you a Bracco Bracco, so there you go.
Thank you. And also, I think I'll sound better on my own karaoke because I've noticed if you put a little bit of reverb, it just sounds much better. Like, it's like adding butter to your cooking. It just makes it taste so much better. It's just the little things,
Yeah. No,
Right.
the nuances that help here and there, the knickknacks. For sure, for sure. Yeah, thank you, Dark Snake. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, folks, what we're going to go into next now, the Doc's going to share with you an underappreciated series of games that they really like. Talk it up for you to check it out. So, let's move on to that corner. You ready for that, Doc?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. All right. Oh, the picture's already there. That was supposed to be a surprise. Let me turn that off for those of you who caught it quickly. That's okay. That's all right. Just a little bit of scuff. Don't worry about that. Anyway.
Yeah.
You all know how this works. The rules are simple. Doc's here to celebrate and appreciate. If you're not a fan of the show, don't worry about it. But don't say anything about it either because the Doc loves it. That's the important part. So, hey! Oh, I think you might know the series.
So honestly, if you hate Trauma Team, I don't mind hearing why. I would probably just be like, oh, interesting. I don't know. I'm not averse to hearing like negative comments about something I like.
Oh, neither am I. But
nuanced.
on here, I like to keep it that way. I like to keep it just about the positive,
I see.
positive reinforcement, just to try something different is all. The internet's enough, in my opinion, full enough of back and forths to hear. I just want to hear the good things about it and why you love it so much and why you can get us all interested in it. So that's just how I like to run the show here. That's just me though. So, but thank you though. So folks, here it is. The Doc's gonna talk about the Trauma Center series. So there you go, Doc. How did you first discover this series? Of course, you're a doctor. That makes sense why you would like it. But all in all, tell us what it is about that captivates you about this. When you first discovered it. Let's start with that. Your first discovery of the series.
I don't know who introduced me. I think I probably saw the game at like GameStop or EB Games when I was young, because like back then they would have the games on display. You could see the pictures, and I was like, "Oh, mommy, if I get this game, I'll become a doctor. I basically said that to my mom to debate her into getting it for me when I was very young, like 10 or something. I was like, Mommy, it's a doctor game. It'll train me to be going to med school. Gaslit my mother. It's like she's in medicine and
Okay.
she really wanted me. I think I'm not sure if she gave up, but for many, many years, she's wanted me to get into medicine. Like, I do have an interest, but um, I think I don't want to become an actual doctor in an actual hospital. I still I'm interested in medicine because of being surrounded by it, and I really like medical dramas in particular, like medical dramas and cooking dramas, not cooking dramas. Like it's hard to explain. Like I was a cook for like 2 years.
Cool.
I really like the intensity of fields like that are very practical and serious. It just feels really real to me. But yeah, I was really into this series because I love the art style and it had that medical drama aspect to it, and also the gameplay is pretty interesting. It's really unique, I would say.
Oh, nice.
I don't.
One sec, Doc. I just want to acknowledge chat. Welcome, Okami Gude. Okami has been with me for a very long time, so I just wanted to acknowledge them. Welcome to the chat. This is Dr. Punica. Their socials have just appeared. Please follow them. They are wonderful. They're talking about the Trauma Center, why this series has captivated them. So go on. You like the art style, the gameplay. Continue.
Thank you. Sorry if you hear my assistant. She's rather loud. Sometimes she's barking in the distance. But
that's okay. She's very welcomed here. We love your assistant here.
Yeah. Thank you. She's in a different room. That's why she's not on my lap right now. But
Indeed, Mimi. Woo,
yeah.
Doctor. Yes. Best collab partner for KFC, says Mimi.
Yeah. Though I'm not sure if it's I'm a good KFC collab partner because I honestly really shit on KFC. I'm like, Korean chicken's better. But anyways, yeah, trauma center. I don't know. I'm just really attracted to dramas involving like I have like three main loves in my life, like passions, I would say, like art, cooking, and like surgery and medicine.
Nice.
Like when I was like 10 or 12, I was just very upset because I wanted to become a chef, a surgeon, and an artist all at once, but you can't. For me, I don't want to do all three at once because you can't really dedicate yourself to something if you're dipping your toes in different things. Like for me, like that's how I envision it. Like, because for surgeons, they spend like 5 days a week, 12 to 14 hours in the hospital. So there's no way you could be a cook and an artist at the same time.
No.
And then for artists, like usually you spend around that much time too. If you, I like for the sort of artists I want to become, like the ones that are like, I guess, someone that's like Michelangelo level of artistry, I would say.
That's a lot of dedication.
Like, yeah, like for me, I'd rather dedicate myself rather than being wishy-washy. And then for cooking, the cooking's the same. I realized that because I was actually a cook for 2 years at
no, you said that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Doc. I just want to. We'll get back to the cook about that involving trauma. I want to acknowledge chat again. Mimi says you're the best. Woo! And also, hello, Anatis. Welcome, my duck friend. How are you? I hope you're doing very well. Doc's talking about their life and professions in regards to trauma center and whatnot. So we're here celebrating that. Go on, Doc. So you're talking about you were a cook for 2 years. How you can't juggle that, be a surgeon, an artist, and a cook, and now you're on the cooking part.
Yeah, like that's. Sorry, I ended up starting to talk about my life. It's just that trauma team is really intertwined, like to me as a person, my interests. Like, like it's the one series, like the first series I would say I've become obsessed with, and I'm still in love with the series. I would say the Trauma Center series does not age. Oh yeah, no, no. I asked you. No, it's a misunderstanding. I asked you, are you free after this day? I didn't say an actual day. Oh my god. Anyways.
Not to just say surgery tomorrow with Punica. They forgot about me. No.
It was a misunderstanding. I didn't think it was the 24th. I asked you, are you free after the 17th or after the 24th? because I was confirming it. Because I said next week, and I wasn't sure next week as in the 17th or next week as in the 24th because we were talking on the 16th. Okay.
There you go, Natis. No need to heckle my guest here, okay?
Please, I'm spilling my guts out right now. Please.
Yes, the doctor is just trying to talk about trauma center.
Yeah, but
so you'll get that set out. You'll get that set out. Anyway, you said the Trauma Center series has definitely has a spot in your heart, and you're still actually quite in love with the series. So
yeah, like the fandom's really small. Whenever I hear of someone still into it, I'm like, you are so cultured. I love you. But also like for Trauma Center, like the series in general, like it made it an art style that basically doesn't age. The only difference is like if it's on a Wii game, you would basically only have to like amp up the graphics. Like
okay,
Trauma Team basically was released on the Wii, then they re-released it on the Wii U, and it looks like a brand new game. It doesn't really age as long as you put it on the newest system. Like because it's not like 3D and that shit. Like it's mostly 2D, right? And the art's fantastic, phenomenal. Like the background's beautiful, the characters like I would say the Trauma Center series, I forgot the name of the artist. Like I think it starts with a D or something.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this artist that did Trauma Center and Trauma Team is now does a lot of God, what was that Atlas game? Not Devil Survivor.
Persona?
No, not Persona. It's like the other one. Atlas.
Look it up. Look it up. We got time here. We're talking about the Trauma Center series. Take all the time you need.
It has like 5 games. It's like really. It's not Devil. Oh, Shin Megami Tensei. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, like I believe they're mainly doing art for those games. Like I believe there's a 5th game or something. It's like doing pretty well. Like unfortunately, like they stopped doing Trauma Center games. Like the last game they released was in 2010, which is fairly unfortunate.
Oh, okay.
And that being said, it's still like even if it's that old, it still looks good as long as you play on a newer system. It looks fantastic. It did not age, but yeah, they're not making games for Trauma Center anymore, unfortunately.
That's too bad. That sounds like what you got though made an impact, and certainly was a reason to bring it up here.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
do you have like a favorite game of the series?
Trauma Team for sure because it was their last game, and I would say for that one they tried something very new. Like for the other games, like for Second Opinion and New Blood. Those 2 are like, you know, like normal visual novels with some surgery in it. And then Trauma Team, they basically incorporated, they definitely had some art direction towards it. Like, they tried to incorporate manga-like style to their cutscenes.
Cool.
It's really unique. Like, I haven't seen it. It's not very... I haven't seen many games do it. It's, like, really noticeable. It's, like, very interesting the way they approached it.
Yeah, it's unique. It stands out.
Yeah, like it literally like the whole game plays as a comic. It's really cool.
Ooh, and this one, as you said, what was it? Trauma Team?
Yeah, Trauma Team. Like the one with the 6 protagonists. I believe if you're on the same image, it's the bottom one. Like you could start with Trauma Team, but I personally would say play Second Opinion first because Second Opinion has 2 protagonists and yeah, I believe Second Opinion's the image above. The person with like blue eyes, whitish blue hair, she's a protagonist in that game and then continues on in the next game. So I would say at least play those 2.
Back to back, I gotcha.
Yeah. And then from Second Opinion, there's a sequel to it, which is only on the 3DS or DS. And it's very hard to get. It's very hard to play. You have to,
eBay.
You have to contact a pirate if you know what I mean.
Oh,
or
that difficult to acquire. Wow. And not just says
or
rawr.
Or you can go on eBay and get it for $100.
Yowza!
Yeah, it's a very rare game.
Did you get it like off the shelves, or did you have to pay extra to get yours?
I borrowed it.
Oh, you borrowed it. Gotcha. Oh yes, thank you for the hydrate redeem there, Anatis.
I'll drink too.
Yep, drink up, Doc. Drink up, Doc.
Yeah, not many people have played the sequel to Second Opinion. Like, I would recommend playing Second Opinion first. Like, Second Opinion is basically a remake of the DS game.
Okay.
Like, and it's like a remake that's on the Wii. I would say skip the DS game because like the Wii game's the same thing but better, and it has a new protagonist. Oh, good
Gotcha.
night,
Oh, good
Attis.
night, Anatis. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Sleep well, Ducky.
Good night. But yeah, you basically can go Second Opinion. Like basically from Second Opinion, you have two games to follow up with. Like the sequel of Second Opinion, you can play, but you can skip it. But Trauma Team is much more worth it, I would say. And then there's New Blood. You can play that by itself. You don't need to play any other game.
Oh, cool. It's a standalone story.
Yeah, it's standalone. I think it's basically because for Second Opinion and the Second Opinion sequel, they obviously take place in Japan. And in the English version, they're like, "We're in Los Angeles, we're in San Francisco."
Huh.
It's not. They tell you that, and they rename people. They're like Derek Styles, or they're like Angie. And then the original, they had like Japanese names. And yeah, Naomi, she's like a Japanese doctor in the original, and then she sometimes goes to America, which is kind of, I don't remember how they did it in like the English version, because they're like, we're in America, we're not in Japan. They did that bullshit. And then Trauma Team and New Blood for sure takes place in North America.
Okay.
Like, yeah, like New Blood, it's they don't go to Japan at all. There's no Japanese people. And then Trauma Team, like I believe there's at least two or three, two at least. Two of the protagonists are Japanese, so it has Japanese influences to it, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not like New Blood that's like fully in America. It just feels very different. Like, I don't know how to describe it. You can definitely tell. Um, Sometimes when a game is made by Japanese people and it takes place in North America, sometimes it feels like they incorporate too much North American stereotypes. That's how I felt
Ah, I
for New
see.
Blood.
I see.
I was like, but I don't know. I don't feel like it's too stereotypical, but that's how I felt when I played it. But
Mm-hmm.
it's still good. But yeah, I'm really sad that there's no more games of it. But it makes sense because it actually did much better in North America rather than in Japan, like the Trauma Center series for some reason.
Oh, Japan it didn't really
Yeah.
fly as it wasn't really as successful in Japan, mostly in America.
Yeah, well, it makes sense because like maybe half of it takes place in North America, but also the last game, I think they did a really good job of it, and I feel like um they were expecting it to be a bigger hit, and if it like did much better, it probably would have gone sequels, but yeah, I think it didn't do as good as they hoped, so they just stopped after that game. Yeah, not only with Trauma Team, they added like the new art direction, but also they added new surgical specialties and fields,
Cool.
which was really cool. Yeah, because all the previous games were just general surgery, like like cutting the abdomen, doing heart surgery,
Yeah.
just basic general surgery stuff. But this one had six doctors that specialized in six different things, so it was really interesting, I would say. I love the gameplay. Like two of them weren't even like surgical stuff, like the protagonist from the first game.
Mm-hmm.
She was originally like a normal general doctor. In the sequel, she does autopsies basically.
Ooh.
Yeah, she doesn't do surgeries anymore. And basically investigations a bit, like checking out crime scenes and checking out the bodies, stuff like that. I feel like she's covering like many different jobs in that one thing for some reason. I like, but anyways,
Thanks for the lurk,
then
Dark Snake.
thank you, Dark Snake. But also, there's this other doctor. It's basically a general, like the doctor we like you and I usually see, like a general doctor,
Mm-hmm.
like the ones who come in and you're like, Doc, I don't feel that good. Like
Yes.
there's one of those docs, so that one's not surgically involved. And then there's an like what is it called? Not optometrist, or starts with an O. Oh. The bone doctor, bone doctor.
Mm.
Where are they called again? Orthopedics.
Phoenix, there you go.
There's that one's very different and interesting. You basically only deal with bones, and then there's one that's
Cool.
uh you basically are emergency doctor, like those people that are on ambulances and provide first aid on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
That one's very like you want to have a heart attack, play that on hard mode.
Oh gosh.
That's how you start screaming. That's like yeah, replayed Trauma Team like probably like 4 times. Maybe this year or
Wow.
next year I'll replay it again. It's just like I wait a couple of years and I'm like, okay, it's time to replay it.
Cool. Do
I
you ever
love
plan
it.
to play it on stream, or you like just play it in your own time?
I probably will. I don't know when, but probably will. I love that game. I replay it like every couple of years, but
That's so cool.
that part always makes me scream. Like, because I hate playing on easy mode. Like Second Opinion in particular, I would say out of all the games is the hardest. But Trauma Team, if you are not on easy mode, it's a little bit hard.
Okay.
And then the other specialties are, I believe it's called endoscopic surgery. Basically they have that long like snake like probe, and they use a camera to like, cut inside the body, like inside stomachs and such. Like it's like a surgery done for like one of the surgeries was basically removing drugs from someone's body
Oh,
because they ingested too much drugs, and basically if their body fully like absorbed
digest
all the
it. Yeah.
drugs, they would die from the high volumes of like I don't remember what illegal substance it was, but you basically had to go in and pick up the chunks of that drug. Like very delicate surgeries like that. Like, you go like inside the body. I know for a lot of people, like for me, I was actually really good at maneuvering that camera, but I know whenever I played it with someone, they would fucking hate that that type of surgery because like I keep hitting the walls and they just start like that's definitely what pisses people off. And then I think did I cover all of them? Yeah, and then the last one is just general surgery, like my favorite, because like all the other games is basically this. It's just general surgery. You cut someone up, remove glass, that sort of thing.
Yes.
God, I want to replay it now.
That's good. That's the point of this, to get you excited to play it again.
But like, yeah, like I just love surge, like the like drama, and I just love surgery in general. But I don't want to become a surgeon. I just love games like this because they kind of let me feel like I'm a surgeon without like spending 8 years studying
I know what
to
you're saying.
become a
Yeah.
doctor.
You get to
Yeah,
experience it and appreciate so much about it without having to go
yeah,
through the work of going into the actual field IRL. But this is a good way to
yeah.
experience something that you do enjoy, actually, that you do have a fascination with.
Yeah. Like I have that problem of like I love cooking, surgery, and art, and I basically had to make a choice. Like when I was like straight out of school, I definitely did want to do art, but my mom was like really we had a huge fight about it, and she's like, if you do art, I'll kick you out. And I was like, no, mommy, no. So I was like, I'll study some medical medicine for you. She's like, good, good, you better. You won't become an artist and make no money. So yeah, but I studied some medicine. I also studied Japanese. So like, for a while, I was like sad that I wasted years of my life not doing art sooner. But
Mm-hmm.
that experience of basically studying Japanese, some medicine. I basically studied general college electives, and I don't regret it because I feel like it really opened my perspective. And I
Nice.
basically I spent most of the time learning Japanese, to be honest. So I'm really thankful for that. Because if I straight up went into art, I would be losing a lot of my stats, my language stats. But yeah, eventually I did like I became a cook for like 2 years,
Yep.
and I fulfilled that desire to become a cook.
Oh, that's nice. We can
So
touch back on that during the interview corner. Let's
sorry, yeah.
No, you're not sorry. I love hearing the stories, and Trauma Center led to that. Do you want to wrap up Trauma Center here, and then we can move on?
Yeah, it's just that I just love Trauma Center since like it just it dives into like a lot of things I'm into. Like the art is beautiful. The
The procedures.
It's just the best sort of game. Yeah, the procedures are so interesting. Like you learned a lot. Like I'm really into medical dramas and games
Yeah.
like this, so I'm just like I can pretend to be a doctor. Sort of thing.
So there you go,
Yeah.
folks. Trauma Center incorporates great art, which the doc is a fan of, as well as
Yeah.
intricate procedures, as well as difficult procedures, with second opinion being the most difficult in their humble opinion. But
Yeah.
don't be deceived by Trauma Team. That one can give you a run for your money as well, and that's the one that Doc will come back to every 2 years. So
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Highly recommend. It's the only one that's like on a different system. It's the only one that got that like beautiful reboot, you
there you
know?
go. So that so on
Yeah.
top of that, you got a reboot, and it's going to look gorgeous. So that one, you probably have a lot of fun playing, folks. The doc comes back to it every 2 years. That's a good recommendation right there. So give it up for Trauma Center for being something good for this doc, which encompassed two of their passions: art and medicine. So there you go. Thank you, Trauma Center. Check out particularly the Trauma Team. But again, play Second Opinion first, because going into Trauma Team, they kind of are companion pieces. Second Opinion is precedes it. So there
Yeah.
you go.
If you can only play like only a couple, Second Opinion, then Trauma Team are the only ones I'd recommend first.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Trauma Center. And with that, folks, we're going to take a brief, 3-5 minute recess. And when we come back, we're going to go with the PowerPoint corner, where the doc will attempt to outdo my improv skills and my presentation skills. But I think I'm gonna lose, where you, the audience, you vote for the winner. Do remember that. You decide the outcome. Oh, no. Don't use those eyes. No, Doc. You're already... No. Fine, whatever. So we will be back, folks. 3 to 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. So let me change to the standby screen. And let's get everything set here properly. Thank you so much for joining us, folks, and supporting the doc on the show here today. I've been very excited to have them here on the show personally, because, as you can see, the doc is, well, how can I phrase this? A very fun and cool individual. And
thank you.
yes, a lot of good energy in you, Doc, for real. You got the chill vibes going on, as well as the hype vibes, so it's very nice to have you here. We will be back, folks. I'm going to set it for 5 minutes, but we could be back earlier. That's just to maximize the time we can take our break right now. Don't go nowhere.
Oh.
I went looking for trouble, and boy, I found her. She's in love with herself. She likes the dark on her milk white neck, the devil's mark. Now it's All Hallows Eve. The moon is full, but will she trick or treat? I bet she will. She will. Win. She's got a date at midnight with Nosferatu. Oh, baby, Lily Monster, got nothing on you. Well, when I called her Eva, she just laughed. Well, cast that spell on me, boo bitch craft. Yeah, you wanna go out, 'cause it's raining and blowing. You can't go out, 'cause your roots are showing. I'm back, ooh, I'm black. Black, 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 number one. Black, 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 number one. Little wolfskin boots and clove cigarettes. and rotted funeral for which she's dressed. Her perfume smells like burning leaves, and every day it's Halloween. Yeah, you wanna go out 'cause it's raining and blowing. You can't go out 'cause your roots are showing. Dying black, oh dying black. Black, 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 number one. She dies in black, 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 number one. Then you, loving you, loving you was like loving the dead. Loving you, loving you, loving you was like loving the dead. 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 Loving you. Loving you. Loving you.
We're back, folks. I hope you didn't go nowhere. It's time for the PowerPoint corner where, again, I said you, the chat, decide the winner. Let's get on to the next round. PowerPoint says, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yo. Alright.
Am I supposed to see the image?
Oh, yes, don't worry about it. You're going to see it here in the Discord.
Where are you gonna post it? Do I watch stream in Discord or?
Yes, watch the Discord stream because there's the least amount of lag in there that I'm sharing with you. Anyway, folks, 1 second there.
Oh, is that your maid outfit, by the way? Oh, it looks more so like a judge outfit. Yeah.
Anyway, folks, the PowerPoint corner is about to commence. Again, I will start a poll in the end. You, the chat, determine the outcome of this. I hope you all will vote for me, as I am the great GEEP. Anyway, let me get into character right now. Good evening, Doctor. PUNICA, is it?
Yeah. Why are you changing your voice? I'm getting nervous.
For a very simple reason. I am going to commit the ultimate turn of the tables and finally win one of these goddamn games. Yes, I won once before, but once isn't enough for me. I need more. And so, tonight's contest of contests, Leaf versus Wait, what? Leaf versus Acorn. Oh, hold on a second. That was Scuff right there. One second. Sorry, I put in the wrong title is all. So.
Oh.
That's all that happened. Okay, good. The images are correct. But the title, yeah, okay, the title was wrong. There we go. Ah, there we go. That's what it was. Yes, okay. Here we go. Let me just rechange this up real quick.
No worries.
Yeah, Leaf vs. Acorn was what MB's was. Am
I really pixelated for anyone, by the way? I'm watching the Discord screen and I'm like, oh wow, I look like a Game Boy character, you know?
Let me take a look. Oh, it only looks like that right now. Don't worry about it. You're not gonna stay that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. All right, so, all right, we're back.
Oh, we're not live. Oh.
Oh no, we are live. We are live. They can hear us. I just went over here. Here we are, folks. Okay, now let's get back to the proper thing right here. Okay.
Oh.
All right, here we are. Now, there you go. Now the doc looks better. Okay, now let's get back to the character. Oh, okay, now let's get back to it. All right. Contest of contests, recliner versus rocking chair via PowerPointishness. Let's go. And what we have down here, the images, the dock represents the recliner. What? I like the I want to represent. Whatever. I have a recliner. I don't know what's going on. That's kind of sus, but whatever. And I represent the rocking chairs. Now, we tossed the coin backstage, and I won the coin toss fair and square. Take my word for it. So I'm going to go first. And so I'm going to tell you why rocking chairs are superior to the beautiful, lovely recliner. But it's nothing compared to a rocking chair. And so our first image to work with shall be, okay, all right, here's my let's start the countdown. Okay, so you see this surfer dude right here, right?
Yes.
In August, right here, this August Peridot, when he's done surfing, when he's done getting all soaky, wetty in the oceany and shit like that, he's going to want to sit on a rocking chair. Why? I don't know why. I'd prefer to go on a recliner, but I'm representing rocking chairs by some strange coincidence, so I'm just going to say surfers prefer rocking chairs because, well, he's looking that way, and it's fate. The images match up. August is spreading off into the rocking chair world. It's wood. His surfboard is wood. That's why. That's why right there. Wood to wood. They're compatible.
Oh, yeah.
They're compatible. Yeah, exactly. See, the doc gets what I'm getting at. See, I'm convincing my opponent here, and he's smiling.
Wood.
Yeah, exactly, Doc. He's got a great big grin on him, and you don't see his teeth, but yeah, this bastard's gonna look for a good time after surfing this wood, hopping his ass onto this wood, this wonderful rock hard rocking chair. So I don't even need to use my whole time. I can stop right there, and if there's just one word I have to take away from this, that word would be surfer wood. There we go, surfer wood. And that is a word. Trust me, folks. I've checked my dictionary. Surfer wood is one word. I am not making this up. You just have to trust me. All right, Doctor, it's your turn. Let's see what kind of image you get to present your case. Why recliners are superior to my wood rocking chairs. Anyway, here you go, Doc. Tell me what you think.
Ooh, a burger. Now, this is a perfect image. So, like, basically, this burger is a really amazing and beautiful, what's it called, simile, or, image to basically describe your experience of being on a recliner. I basically am sitting on one-ish right now. I'm not sure if it's a recliner. Basically, it's so soft, you feel like your ass is being squeezed between two beautiful, soft, pillowy, burger buns. Right? You are the meat. The recliner is the beautiful soft buns. Why? Like, Jeep, with your example, you could have gone really inappropriate and innuendo. I don't know why you didn't. I feel like you could have won if you did that. So, basically, like, why have something hard and inappropriate when you can have something soft and beautiful and welcoming, like a beautiful recliner, a hamburger. Yeah, nice and juicy. Keeps your buns all ripe and beautiful for the taking, and you can have it in different positions, kind of like with a hamburger. Sometimes it can be served like wide open, like sprayed out, just like your recliner can be. You could like be splayed out for whatever, could be prey for whatever decides to consume you if you pick up what I'm putting down. And yeah, and it just tastes and feels better.
Damn, I should have gone more for the innuendos. That was beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
no, that's crap. You suck. Anyway, what's your one word, Doctor?
I don't suck. Thank you.
That's a damn good word, actually, right there. That I don't suck. Damn it, you're taking from my dictionary too. I hate that.
Yeah. I don't suck, I swallow. It's very different.
Understood. It is different. I can relate. I mean, never mind.
Oh. Wow. Sheep gets around.
We're gonna go into the next image. Okay, let's go to the next. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What kind of image is this? Why do I have to work with this? Okay.
Oh.
All right. So this is basically danger,
Yes.
and deadliness, and all sorts of kind of bad and shit. Skull and crossbones. I don't know why I got this image, but let me tell you why. Rocking chairs can save you from the Legion of Doom more than a recliner. Recliner makes you lazy and complacent. Rocking chairs, you can break off a piece of it and use it as a weapon and stab it and fight back. Fight back the Legions of the Death. Fight back death with your rocking chair. You can pick up a rocking chair. You can't pick up a recliner. That shit's like 1,000,000 pounds. The freaking rocking chair, this thing is light. You can pick up and throw it across the window. You can throw it not like a hand grenade. I mean, it is still a damn chair. But at least you have a fighting chance with this rocking chair compared to a recliner. At best, you can kick out that little leg stand thing and, like, maybe kneecap the undead, the Legion, the evil Legion. Again, with this, you can make her into firewood. You can make torches. You can bash them over the head like in wrestling matches and shit like that. It's good. It's good. Rocking chairs save lives from the evil, danger, skull, poison, toxic crap that I was presented here unfairly. Who's putting these images together, by the way? Anyway.
No idea.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, for real, Doc. Anyway, so I didn't have to use it my whole time right there. That's what I'll do right there. And if there's just one word to take away from this, it would be fight back the monsters. That's the one word I gotta take away. Fight back the monsters. Let's go. That's right. Fight back the monsters. Yeah. All right, Doctor. Yeah. Let's give you your next image. Though, I don't know how you can top my chairs to fight back evil armies, but, we'll see what you got. Here you go. Your image is this.
I could top. I wouldn't mind trying. But, okay. So, this beautiful image is, the moon. So, basically, recliners make you sleepy. Basically, we need sleep. Sleep is good for you. Capitalism kind of, like, makes people glorify the idea of not sleeping enough to, like, be more productive and getting shit more done. No! Fuck that! No! Like, sleep is very good for you. Like, if you have less than 8 hours of sleep a day, it's really bad for your brain and your body, and you don't heal as well overnight. Like, your brain doesn't, like, recover. You get more sick. Like, fuck, man. Like, people that sleep 2 to 3 hours for weeks on end, like, people that work in really terrible jobs, like, I feel so bad for them. They're fucking up their body. If only they had a recliner chair to sit on to save their life, to, like, make them want to sleep, because sleep cures you. Maybe not of cancer, but I would say sleep, if you get a good amount of sleep most days, you'd feel much better than if you didn't. Like, I have a friend that did a shit ton of all-nighters, most likely because they did not have a recliner. Yeah. And they look like shit. They look like a weathered bag. So, get yourself a recliner if you want to look beautiful, live longer, and not suffer, and fuck capitalism. That's it. Yeah.
That was good. Damn it.
Thank you.
I'm having a problem with this. I'm liking your presentations more than mine. Damn it. All right, Doc, one word to take away from that experience. What you got?
Anti-capitalism.
Capitalism.
Yes.
Anti-capitalism. Let's go. That's a good word, too.
Yes. Thank you.
Oop,
Thank you very much.
I missed one letter there. Hold on. There, capitalism. There we go.
Maybe you don't sleep enough. Maybe that's why you didn't spell it right.
Yeah,
just a thought.
There's an idea. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay, let me get on to my final image here, right here, folks. Okay, my last image. Interesting. Okay, sure. So we got a saw here, a sharp grinder blade thingy, and damn it, if I had the recliner, I would say a rocking chair would be chopped up into firewood into little pieces like no time, but a recliner would take forever, therefore it's more durable. But I don't represent the recliner for some messed up reason. I'm representing the stupid rocking chair. So I'm just gonna say, rocking chairs are sharper than recliners, and therefore when you play with your tools, you should play with them in a rocking chair, because again, there's more of a connection there. The screwdrivers, hammers, nails, power drills, chainsaws, all these things are sharp, just like this blade right up here. And so,
Yeah.
you know, exactly. And the rocking
Who doesn't love pain?
exactly. And if you're a fucking masochist and you're into that shit, get a splintered, crapped out, a secondhand flea shop rocking chair, and it will make your night and hold your tools, and you're gonna get hurt, but you're gonna love it. Rocking chairs, recliners, are too peaceful for this kind of sexy danger. So there you go. There, I can stop right there. Oh, thank you, Doc. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So
Definitely appealing to the BDSM community.
Yeah. Okay, so there's just one word I have to take away from that. It would be Sharpie DeFarpy. Sharpie DeFarpy.
Oh, what does DeFarpy mean?
Beats me. It just came to my head to rhyme with Sharpie. It's a word to rhyme with Sharpie. There you go.
Okay.
I could have done a lot better than that, but I feel nervous. The doc is totally leaps and bounds ahead of me, so I had to make up something that just stood out in people's minds. DeFarpy.
Sharpie Larpy is what I would have gone for. TBH. Just a thought. Because you're LARPing as in acting, as in role-playing. Anyways.
I feel so humiliated right now. Let's just get the doctor. let's just get the doctor's last image up here. Hey, there's your final image. There you go.
Oh wow. So this image right here, I am obviously the dapper gentleman with the fedora, Dips fedora milady, and the beautiful elephant is of course the rocking chair enveloping me in its beautiful embrace with its nose. It's so comforting. It may look a little bit unhinged and high off of its mind based off its eyes, but no, we share a bond of an ass sitter and a chair, you know? Yeah, like a human would sit on an elephant, just like me. A non-rich person that doesn't have a shit ton of elephants or doesn't live in a country that has elephants available would sit in a recliner. Yeah. They're both big and they both make you feel happy. Even though they could be dangerous. Like, you know, elephants are pretty big, and if a recliner fell on you, it would hurt a lot, I suppose. And if the sharp bits, like, as in the pointy bits from elephants hit you, it might hurt, but if you're into that, that's fine. Wink. And, yeah. I just... Sitting on a chair like this just makes me feel so dapper, like this individual. I just grow 10 mustaches and become blonde. It's yeah.
I want to be blonde and grow 10 mustaches, damn it.
Just kidding, I don't want to be blind.
Oh. Well, you made me want to be blonde, which means your presentation's working. What's your one and final word there, Doc?
Dapper.
Dapper. And it really is a real word, damn it. I'm gonna lose again. All right, let's make our closing statements. But I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna win this one. Anyway, so if you want Surfer Wood, fight back the monsters, and Sharpie DeFarpy, go with the rocking chair. And please go for it, because I'm begging you. I'm better than the recliner, even though I like the words better. But you gotta like me better for pity's sake. I always try to play the pity card. Okay, there, that's my closing statement. Choose rocking chairs over recliners because GEEP is sad. There we go. Your closing arguments.
My closing words is basically, you could vote for me because you know my argument is better, or you could vote for GEEP to make him feel better. I don't mind either way. Losing something like this doesn't really affect me in the grand scheme of things. You could make GEEP happy by making GEEP win for once, but are you gonna lie to yourself? Are you gonna pick the wrong answer? I don't know. It's up to you.
Damn, that was some dapper shit right there.
Thank you.
All right, chat. You've heard it all. You've been here. Let's get the poll up and running. Now, I want you to vote for the name that appears the most in chat. No, don't use those damn eyes. Those things are too intoxicating, too alluring.
Okay.
Stop it, Doc. No. And it's gonna be cheap. It's only gonna cost you 10 points to vote. All right, vote for me. The poll has started. Whoa, Doc's looking crazy. All right, chat. Who are you gonna vote for? Who are you gonna vote for? I said the name that pops up the most. What is that? There's only one Dr. PUNICA and 4 Jeeps. Did you all?
Oh.
Did you all not notice that? Like,
Are we allowed to vote or should we not? By the way.
oh, you can vote if you like. I'm not gonna vote because but normally we're not allowed to vote. We just let the audience decide. So, a tie. We have a tie.
I voted for you.
Oh, thank you, Doc. Thank you.
Because I felt bad you didn't have a vote.
It looks like it's gonna come down to that. It's gonna be like one vote. I don't know who. Okay, who in the audience voted for the Doc? Tell me that right now. All right, audience members, you little sneakers right there. So we're gonna really tie this. Is this really gonna be a tie? The vote is 1 for the Doc, 1 for the Jeep. This would be the first time I think ever a tie has happened. If this happens, this will be a historic night for us all. The rocking chairs and the recliners will come together as one, you know? I think I would like a tie. Chat, no one vote anymore. Leave it at this. This would be beautiful. There's about, let's see, about 40 seconds left to vote. Let's just wait this out. Let's see if something happens at the last minute at the end. I doubt it. Seriously, this is going to be beautiful.
Yeah, you won't lose for once, Jeep. Isn't that great?
It is. It is. I mean, I won against MB, but I don't know. This feels different somehow. Because, Doc, you're a doctor. I'm just a lowly Jeep.
I'm just a fake doctor, bro. I'm not even. I didn't even go to medical school, bro. Don't worry about it.
What? You fooled me. Okay, folks, only about 10 seconds left. How's this gonna all end? How's it gonna end?
Here we go.
It's a tie! It's the first tie ever! Woo! Me and the Doc are both winners. Let's go!
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't have minded being the rocking chair because I could have made it very inappropriate. Yeah.
That's okay. We had a great time, folks. Thank you for playing for that vote. Thank you for the vote for the Doc. Thank you, Doc, for that vote for tying it up. So it was one vote on each one. Give it up for Dr. PUNICA, though, Doc. You were hilarious. I know I say this like with all my guests, but you all do such a wonderful job of making about me. I'm about to always laugh at your presentations. Let's just put it that way. I can't though.
Oh. Thank you.
No, you got some good comedy on you. So, folks, we have only one more corner to go to, and this is when we'll spend the most time with the doctor to get to know them better, the interview corner. So before we get to there, I want to take a quick, again, like just about, this one only about a 2-minute break, so that way we can get things ready for you all, and then we're going to just have an interview, and then we're going to close out our show. Thank you all for so much for joining us, but please stick around to know more about the wonderful Dr. PUNICA. So let's go to standby screen. And we will be exactly, let me just fix this up right here. We will be right back very quickly. Again, don't go nowhere, folks.
I can
Folks.
blab on.
Yep, yes, absolutely. By all means, that's the point. Folks, we are back. It's time to get to the interview corner, our last corner of the night, to get to know the doctor a little better. So let's hop on over. There we go. Still looking sharp, Doc. Very nice.
Thank you. I made sure not to come in my pajamas. I usually show up. Well, I don't have a lot of nice clothes. I have like 1 or 2 nice outfits. This is one of them. So.
Well, you have a nice outfit that showed up right there. Thank you for dressing so spick and span. All right, folks. So here's the interview corner, and you, the chat. If you ever have any questions, feel free to ask them at any time. I have a set of questions that I always ask, but feel free to jump in at your leisure. You want to know anything more about the doc here? So let's go with a simple one, Doc. You got a lot of lovely colors on you, but which one is your favorite color, and any particular reason why you can share with us?
Can I say more than one?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I definitely have 3 main favorite colors. Red, orange, and pink. I black technically, but I don't know. I just like I'm not sure if I consider that color, but yeah, I just really love how warm they are, and I particularly love the colors between the 3, like orangey red, or orangey pink, like a salmon, or yeah, I love colors in between them. There is just a very warm color. Like I love red in particular because it feels very intense, like blood. Or I used to actually hate red when I was young, and I loved blue. And it's the opposite now. I love red, and I just I don't really like blue.
Gotcha.
Like red, yeah, red used to feel so angry and aggressive, but now I love it because it feels so compelling and intense. And blue, I used to like, I don't remember why, but now I just like it because it feels depressing. Like a blue, like some blues can be very electric and upbeat, but in general I find blue to be a depressing color, so I'm not fond of it.
Understood. Yeah. I guess it makes you depressed to look at me then. I apologize.
No, yours is very, you have a very, what's it called? It's not the depressing sort of blue, I would say.
Nice.
No.
I'm lucky. But so
Yeah.
You're saying though you like the more aggressive red right now, orange, like you said, and pink. Those are like some of your favorite colors right there.
Yeah. It reminds me of like blood and flesh. So
Nice.
and I love orange, like in particular, like my room, like my office is orange. The room I sleep in is orange. It's just a very nice color. Like it just makes me feel happy, and it makes me feel more awake.
Sure.
I feel like if my walls were like white or blue, I'd feel sleepy, or like I feel like I would be in a hospital room. Like it's like I like hospital rooms, but at the same time they're very bleak and empty, very sanitized. They don't feel welcoming, except for like I went once to this like this hospital thing, like a place that had a lot of specialists and you could do tests there. It was quite fancy, and their washrooms were like yellow, but it wasn't like tacky yellow. It was like very well done, like the internal, what's it called? It looked really good. It looked very welcoming. So yeah. Anyways,
Nice.
love those colors. Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's a very simple reason. I like your reasonings. So
Yeah.
that's delightful.
Do you have reasonings for your favorite colors or no?
Honestly, blue was just something I always liked the look of it. I can't tell you why. I just know I've always liked the color blue. Maybe because it's got a very chill yet kind of deep vibe to it. I like water too, so it has something to do with that, I'd say perhaps. And my brother's favorite color is red, so that's why I also have red. So we're kind of a cool combo like that. And blue and reds are pretty complementary when you put them together. So if nothing else, because I love my brother, I like blue because my brother does like red. So I don't know, maybe something like that.
Yeah, blue can be quite good as a complement color for red for sure.
Yeah, exactly,
For sure.
exactly. And they make purple, and purple is very regal, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, it's very fancy. Like back in the day when people, sorry, this is a little tidbit. Like it's
Yeah.
definitely a very rich color because the pigment of purple was a mineral that was very hard to find, very expensive. So it definitely still has that connotation of being rich to it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's a nice little
It-
tip. That's cool.
Yeah, because like I used to do stained glass. Like my art's very stained glass inspired, but I also did some actual stained glass work. And it's still for stained glass, it still has those rules. If you see something pink or purple, it's very expensive because stained glass uses pigments still, like the natural stuff. It's not like, I don't know, artificial pigments.
Wow.
Yeah, so when it comes to stained glass, if you see a lot of white and blue, and like desaturated green, those are the cheapest pigments to make stained glass out of, so it's highly likely you'll see that. Pink and
Fascinating.
purple, yeah, pink and purple is very expensive, so if you see that, you know they're flexing. It's like so expensive.
Oh, that's good to keep an
So,
eye out. So stained glass that's
yeah,
got the purple and pink going on. Yeah, they paid for
yeah,
that. They paid
yeah,
top dollar for that.
yeah, like my instructor, like usually when she would have a client that's like, "Oh, I want it pink or purple," she would have to convince them otherwise because it's so expensive. Like,
Oh,
because like it's just like, is it really worth it? It's like 5 times the price. You really want
wow.
to pay that much? Yeah, it's huge difference. Yeah,
Damn. Well, there you go,
yeah,
folks. Pink and purple. Definitely to get those
yeah,
colors the natural way. Expensive.
yeah. Or like if it's a custom, like really opalescent, custom made stained glass, piece, it will cost a lot too. Yeah, sorry, it's very unrelated.
No, it's not. We're talking about colors. That's
Oh
fine.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not unrelated at all. But let's see here. Let's go into another one. Another simple one. If you can answer this easily. This is a pretty easy one. Your favorite food and least favorite food.
Oh, I love Korean food in general
Oh, nice.
and ice cream. Like, yeah, Korean food like Korean chicken, what's it called? KBBQ.
Ooh.
And I forgot the name of it. Like this sort of potato noodle that's kind of like glass looking. I forgot the name of it.
Oh,
Like,
I think I know what you're talking about. That stuff is delicious.
yeah, that stuff's really good. And then also like the cheesy corn stuff.
Ooh,
Um,
yep.
that stuff's really good. And then what I just really the thing I really love about Korean food is that usually there's a lot of greens with it. It's very it feels very refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't like when foods are so heavy that there's barely any greens. Like I love vegetables. Like they if you only have carbs and meat, it feels very like heavy. And what else? What's other? There's just a lot. Oh, those Korean rice cakes that are kind of like shaped like an eye but thicker.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're in like spicy sauce. Like I've noticed in a lot of Korean dishes, there's a lot of sauces and flavors that are very sweet and spicy. And I, in particular, that's like my favorite type of flavor combo, sweet and spicy. So
Oh,
I
great.
really enjoy it. Yeah. And then I don't know if I'm saying it right. Bimbab or what was it called? That sort of rice bowl that has like a sweet and spicy sauce, and then rice and other vegetables. That stuff's good. I just love most Korean food. It's just very refreshing. Hmm. I like Indian food. It's just that there's not a lot of Indian restaurants that I have
Sure.
access to lately.
But what's something you're not particularly a fan of? Like you said, maybe it's combinations, things that are too heavy, or is there like a food that you could single out? It's like kind of like, yeah, I can't eat that stuff.
In general, I try not to dislike food because I see food as similar to like colors. I feel like a food can be good if it's cooked properly or in the right context. Like I used to
Oh,
dislike liver, but I had it cooked completely different, and I was just like, wow, liver can actually taste very good if it's cooked properly. So I, in general, tend to not be like, this food sucks forever. Like I would say maybe I'm usually not fond of gelatinous textures like jello or those balls in bubble tea.
ah,
But
yes.
I imagine if it's paired in a dish that has a lot of crunch to it, it could be a good complement. So I usually don't write off something as terrible
That's
for my
cool.
taste buds. Yeah. It's just that I feel like if I dislike something, I feel like I'm just not knowledgeable enough in that item. Like, but there is exceptions. I know some people are born with this sort of this taste bud, like they're like cilantro tastes like soap. If you're like that, you can't do anything about
I
it,
didn't know that.
right? Yeah, I found out because I worked in a restaurant for 2 years,
Right.
and people are very adamant, like no cilantro, because they will be able to taste it if you accidentally put it in, right?
Yeah, it's got a
Like
very
they'll
potent
taste.
flavor for sure.
Yeah, like for them, they can't stand it. So, I learned from like cooking with food that people straight up they have a gene or something that makes them not like it. So yeah, I don't have that. So I just am like, if I don't like it, I probably haven't had it cooked right. Is how I interpret things.
That's a nice
Like I would,
interpretation. I like that a lot
yeah.
personally.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, also licorice, I suppose, but I don't think I've had like maybe licorice in a certain dish might taste good though.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of licorice myself, but again, you're right because food has so many possibilities. There may just be a
Yeah.
way out there for that you can enjoy it. So that's a great perspective.
Yeah.
That's a very unique way to answer the food question. I like that elaboration you put onto it. Thank you for that one, Doc.
Yeah, like you know how some people are like, "Oh, if you don't like this, you're unbased." I'm like, "Bro,
Oh
chill. It's
yeah,
just
yeah, sure.
chill."
Yeah, for reals. No, no, no. That's not why I asked the question. I just want to see what you like and dislike. That's all. I don't mind. I'm
Yeah.
not a picky eater myself. I do like to try things a lot too. So again, I
Yeah.
really appreciate your dive into why you don't necessarily have a least favorite food. You may not like it when you first tried it, but that's
Yeah.
not the only way to enjoy it. Like you have iterated so many ways, which is beautiful. Um,
Thank you. But also,
yes.
sorry, if I
No.
want to add to that, there's
Yes.
this big trend on Twitter right now of putting like really weird food combinations, right?
Sure.
It's mostly like I'm not sure if you've seen them. I feel like it's more so for the shock value to get people to react to it with disgust and therefore get more likes in the algorithm,
Yeah. The
that sort
algorithm.
of shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of getting boring, but some of them, I'm like a fair amount of them, I'm like I would be willing to try it, but you would know it's probably not done well. But maybe if a world-class chef took those two key ingredients and made something amazing out of it, it could be pulled off. But there's some things won't be. There's no saving it, like NyQuil with raw chicken. You can't save that.
That'll kill you. You can't eat raw fucking
No.
chicken.
Like
Make
or
you
like
sick.
gasoline or something like that sort of thing. There's no saving. But yeah, when I see a weird combination, I usually am like, I'll try it, because sometimes you find weird combinations that actually work.
Did you
You know?
find any?
Um, I would say I didn't discover this one, but I know an example of something that's sounds weird but actually tastes quite nice. Celery with peanut butter on it with raisins. I heard
Hmm.
I heard about it on the internet. It sounded weird and I tried it. I'm like, oh, this actually works pretty well. Like, I think one of the main reasons why I see food like this is because I had someone like when I worked in
The kitchen for 2
that
years,
restaurant.
right?
Yeah, I met someone like that I would consider a food god. Like
Oh,
a Michelangelo of cooking is how I would describe them,
nice.
because they had so much experience with food. They said they could imagine foods together and like imagine how it would taste like because they're so familiar with different ingredients. Like they can just come up with different food combinations, and they were working on making cookbooks. Like this person's just OP when it comes to food, and just the way they describe food really just opened my mind to it. Like it's just really they just are very knowledgeable of like how different foods react with each other. Like it's kind of like colors too. Like when you put different colors with each other, they change just like flavors. So
Wow.
um
Hey, on that topic of
yeah.
food, let's talk about your kitchen experience, however much you're comfortable with sharing with us, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah. I won't say where I worked because
Yeah, no need to say that.
uh,
No, no. Just talk about the experience and kind of like the how you did this, or like your first experience with the food. What you want to share? Go on the tangent right here. Let's hear about your experience with cooking for 2 years. It sounds like it was a wonderful time in its own right.
yeah.
Very educational.
Thank you. I sorry, I keep bringing it up. It's just that it was a big part of my life for a
Yeah,
while, you know?
don't apologize. You're my guest. I want to hear more about you. That's the point here. Let's hear about it. Let's hear about this point that you can't keep locked down. Let's hear about the cooking experience.
Well,
Go
thank
for
you.
it.
So like it was like a big part of my life because it was like the first job I had I actually enjoyed, nothing like shitty like retail. Oh God. Oh God. Or like working cash at like a coffee shop, which I will not name, but it's a certain franchise and everyone I know knew that worked there, it was shit for them too, so
Oof.
it's the first job I worked at that I enjoyed, like I really loved. I was lucky to work at a restaurant that had coworkers that I really got along well with.
Nice.
Like I think I mainly had that because it was a huge restaurant, and the more people there is, the more personalities and more likely you'll find someone you can get along with, right?
Right.
And it was like big, like there was like a morning team and an evening team, and half the time I would be in between or in the evening. I would say the evening team are definitely my people. They're like a little nutty and crazy. Yeah. It
Nice.
was fun because I do enjoy cooking, and also the staff was so fun to work with. So I enjoyed every day there.
Oh, that's so
But
good.
yeah, and the people were so interesting. Like before VTubers, like that's what drew me to VTubers, like, just getting to see different types of people. Like I got to meet and experience many different types of personalities in my cooking job. Like
Sure.
I would say the way people act on the line while cooking kind of reminds me of VTubers. It's just very raw, not very like if you work front of house, I would say you have to have a certain amount of reservedness and be polite. But if it's your own stream, you can be as silly as you want.
Sure.
So yeah, you just get to know a lot of people, and you kind of both have that similar love for cooking. But yeah, in that job I did it was big enough that they did cool events, like there was a cooking contest which I
Ooh.
didn't win. And what else? It was a good enough restaurant that a lot of celebrities came. Um yeah, I
Wow.
remember, yeah, I had this one coworker that loved K-pop, and this one K-pop group came to our restaurant on his day off, and he got so pissed off. He was just like, I don't care if it's my day off. You know I stand them. You should have called me in. Please. Because of that, like I actually don't give a shit about celebrities, but a fair amount of them came in because it was a good enough of a restaurant that people like that would come. Oh yeah, that being said, before I got this job, I did work at other culinary jobs to give me the credentials to get hired. So I wouldn't say you could get a job like this straight out of high school. Maybe if you did a Red Seal program, you could. But yeah, um, sorry, let me take a sip.
Doc. Drink up, take your dad. Drink up, hydrate.
Yeah, it just I really enjoy that part of my life because I fulfilled that kind of need to see if I should become a cook. Like it's one of my three loves, but I developed a really bad allergy at that job.
Oh no.
Um, I'm allergic to citrus now, so I don't have as much as a deep love for cooking and eating as I did before then
Hmm.
because of that allergy. And then I got some health problems, so I have to be more particular about what I eat.
Sure.
And I don't exercise as much as I did when I cooked. Like when you're a line cook, you would know. You sweat your ass off. You are if if you're fat and you're a line cook, that's I'm just like, whoa, how? Because you sweat so much, like you drop the pounds, like
Wow.
because you're running around all the time, right?
Yeah.
Um, so I guess people that have a little bit more on them, it's kind of like it might have to do with their genetics or like I don't know. I feel like if you work there and you're young, you will sweat the pounds off, but yeah, you're really on your toes, and because I'm at home and not doing that anymore, I can't eat as much as I used to.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't be like, "Oh, I'll eat whatever. Who cares? I'll sweat it off."
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't eat whatever, but like yeah, I was in really good shape. And also one thing I really learned from working there is that I do not ever want to be in any sort of romantic relationship with my coworker, because that can end badly. I'm
Nice.
not gonna get into it, but I learned firsthand that, by the way, guys, you should not do that thing at work. Because
Ah,
if it doesn't turn out well,
it gets messy.
it gets messy. So, yeah. And also, I would say when I worked there, not to be a whore on Maine, but I basically had a harem there,
No
if you know what that
way.
means. Yeah.
You're that sharp, eh, Doc? You don't just look sharp on the VTuber world.
Like, it's because I drew myself. I don't know. I feel like it's because I was watching this VTuber and they were like, for some reason, line cooks are hot because of this, and I was just like, oh, is that why everyone is a whore? I don't know. there was just everyone is so flirtatious there. I don't know. Maybe it had to do with like how old we were. A lot of people being my age and being fit, I suppose. And my outfit was kind of flattering. I don't know, it's not super flattering. It's a fucking chef outfit.
But you
So
looked good, is what you
I
said.
suppose so because I had a lot of I don't know, half the time I feel like it's a joke, but sometimes I can't tell I'm a little dense. But it did feel like a harem thing. Yeah.
Folks, Doc living the harem IRL. There's a reason
That,
why the Doc's on the show.
no, like that was the first and last time I experienced that because I would say I'm more closed off and shy now.
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't back then. I was a bit more like
Outgoing?
out there. Yeah, it's kind of also if you like where I worked, you kind of had it was like emotionally taxing and physically taxing emotionally because you had to learn how to manage and deal with people to get them to do what you want because it's just a stressful job. So sometimes you would have to learn how to make people feel good to make them do what you want when it comes to cooking. That makes me sound
Mm.
like a total dick, but
I don't think
kind of
so.
like I would kind of act more nice to people because I wanted them to help me with my food because I'm like, bro. Because if honestly, in a lot of jobs, if you're bad at your job but nice, people are more like willing to work with you rather than if you're good and you're a dick,
That
right?
well, that makes sense. Kind of just in life in general. Who wants to hang around a piece of
Yeah.
crap? Who
Like
wants to help them?
I learned a lot of stuff about life at that job, and that's like one thing that really cemented in my mind. Like there was someone that was really good at cooking, but they were such a fucking dick. I'm like, can you give me the girl that's only worked here for 2 months instead? She's a delight to work with in comparison to that bitch. Please. Like, it was a very emotional job because you just had to deal with people to get them to do what you want.
Sounds
So
like it
it's not
was.
a very
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Go ahead. I was saying it sounds like it was very rewarding though. In the end, you took away a lot from it.
Yeah, I did. Like, it's definitely like I realized near the end. Um, I'm really glad I was able to do that, fulfill that sort of thing for myself. But cooking is, I realized, not what I want to do with my life, really.
Oh, okay. Well, at the very least, it made from some crazy, emotional, very moving, and like I said, cemented memories. Way to go there! Nice job. I'm glad you survived the
Yeah,
experience.
I had a lot of crazy stories from there. Like, so many. Holy shit. Like,
Well,
I'm just saying the general experience of it, but oh my God, I definitely, I definitely partied hard. With yeah, people that work in kitchens, like yeah, they know how to work hard, party harder, you know. Like, goddamn. I feel like I would need like one or two shots to really say how I would just go on forever about my stories, but I don't want to
oh,
keep everyone forever.
don't worry about it. Hold on one sec, Doc. I gotta get to a DM real quick. Just real
Oh
quick.
yeah. Hey, if you guys ever want to work in a restaurant, I would recommend it. Unless you're I don't know, I have physical problems with myself for sure. That's why I couldn't do it for long, but I don't know. I would recommend it if it's not like McDonald's or some shit. McDonald's is just hell on earth. I haven't worked there. I have friends that work there, but yeah. If, I think it might depend on your age. Maybe if you're in your 30s, maybe not. I feel like if you're in your 20s, I feel like working in a restaurant is a really good experience, especially if it's a restaurant with really good people. Like I would say working in a place with more people is good because you get exposed to different people, but at the same time, if there's too many people, there's a lot of like logistical problems with that, which I don't want to get into. So yeah, I would recommend it. But also, if you work front of house, like a waiter, hostess, that sort of shit, I respect you so much. That shit seems like it sucks away your soul slowly but surely. Because I don't know, I witnessed firsthand how two-faced some of the front house people would become because they just had to deal with so much bullshit from the general population. I'm just like, Oh, bro, I'm so glad I'm back of house. I can be as cringe and real. I don't have to pretend or anything. Well, I feel so bad for front of house people. Some people like it. I actually heard that a fair amount of people in acting do front of house. Maybe it helps with their acting skills or some shit. But yeah, cooking's pretty bulk. I don't know what else to say. Jeep, why'd you leave me? Jeep. Jeep.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I just wrapped it up. I just wrapped up, Doc. I'm so sorry.
No worries, no worries. I ran out of things to say and I was like, why did Jeep leave me?
This is the DM I had to
so
take care of.
alone.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay,
worries.
so we had the great cooking experiences right there. Let's go into your model design and whatnot. So what inspired you to make the model like this? What inspired you to give it this look?
I'm goth.
Well, that's all it is. That's all there is to it. Is that it?
Like I basically took a doctor's outfit and incorporated elements that I like. Like I love wearing black IRL.
Mm-hmm.
So my main outfit's black, but also I incorporate some of my favorite colors like red, pink and orange. Orange you can't see as much. Like I made the metal parts like copper, so that's like the orange.
Sure.
And basically since I'm Dr. Punica means like pomegranate because I love pomegranates. So
Ooh.
the patterns on the bottom part of my jacket is like a pomegranate, and then I have a very tiny earring that's a pomegranate, and then I really like doing really curvy line work, so there's a lot of curvy lines on my jacket. So yeah.
Cool.
And I didn't really think too much about the hair and the face. I just drew. I reinvented and changed my VTuber design like maybe 4 times for over a year, and then finally went with this. All of a sudden, I was just like, you know what? This is it. I think this is it. Right?
It's a very
Like-
sleek and attractive model for sure.
Like you. Like I could be more fancy, but I feel like I feel like my model is fancy, but not too fancy. Like
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like some people are like, I'm a god or I'm a demon, and they have this really weird persona of like looking down on people, and I'm just like not into that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a little VTuber. So I don't know. I feel like really fancy designs feel for me too much. Like, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Yes.
Okay.
And
Well, then the simplicity worked out for you. You got
yeah, and
yeah. Go on.
oh yes, I also incorporate textures into my hair and clothes because I most of my art has texture in it. But yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, while we're on that subject, I remember you said the VTubing experience is somewhat like the cooking experience, many different personalities. What inspired you to bring it to the VTuber forefront, if that's okay to ask?
What inspired me to become a VTuber?
Yes, precisely.
Okay. Kind of discovered that VTubing is the only sort of hobby or platform where I can pretty much dive into all of my interests all at once and not have to like give up one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still new. Like I'm not really making much, but one day I want to make this what I do, or at least like on the side or something. Like I'm trying to find a full-time art job right now, but yeah, I just also with VTubing, you just get to meet so many different people, and with COVID, I feel like my social life plummeted, and I just really like. I just want to become social again, meet people that I like vibe with, and hang out with them. And
Yeah.
I feel like in the VTubing scene, a lot of people have similar interests to me, and it's like easier to find out
Sure.
if you can get along with them because you can just watch their stream and see if you'll vibe. And yeah, and also I just like the look of VTubers more over people. Like, oh yeah, 2D over 3D, let's go.
Oh, so sorry. I just burped for a moment. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no worries, no worries. But yeah, VTubers just look better. But that being said, I prefer VTube. Like VTubers in general look good, but I prefer watching them if they have a bit if they don't look like they're 12, if you know what I mean, right?
Mm.
Uh I feel like this is more of a problem of female VTubers, like they just look so young. I don't sexualize the VTubers I watch, but I'm just like it's kind of interesting. It's a very complex issue.
Yeah,
But
I get where you're coming from there. But all the same, I'm glad you came to the platform to socialize more and find common interests while you're looking for an art job. So it's a
thank you.
lot of good reasons. And I hope you've been enjoying it so far. The community has been quite nice thus far, I think, for you. And you've been meeting some wonderful people. So I'm glad
Yeah.
I met you for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like one of the few people I'm like, I can consider this person a VTuber friend.
Aw.
We get along.
I'm flattered to be a
Right.
VTuber friend.
Because, like, I mostly want to meet people that I feel like I can bounce off of well or get along with, and I feel like Jeep has passed the vibe test, you know?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, yeah. So if you ever want to collab, hit me up.
I for
Yeah,
certainly will. No, no, no. You don't. That you always cross the mind if I have events coming up or something I can think of. And don't worry, this ain't the brush off here, folks. I'm actually just quite busy. I'm lucky I can commit to these schedules that I have, but I'm very happy that I can. So, Doc, you're awesome. Trust me, I like hanging out with you. And this will not be our
thank you.
last. This will not be our last bout.
Yeah, if I saw you more in that Discord we're all in, I would pop in. It's just that I always like, I don't know. There's no ping for like when people are in, so I usually miss it when everyone's hanging out.
Right, you kind of just gonna have to
Yeah.
hover like over the server to see who's like in the voice chat, right? That's your best way to
Yeah.
figure out who's hanging out in there. That'll be your best bet. Because yeah, they're right. There is no pain. People are just chatting in the voice chat and whatnot.
Yeah.
Um, let's see here. So that's the lore for that one. Let's go with this one. Okay, okay. So we only have a few more questions here. So which has been one of your favorite streams that you've done thus far, and why?
Oh, I'm pretty new to streaming, so
Oh, if you had to just
maybe
pick
the
one.
maybe the one of Arrow because I
Ooh.
or you because I feel like I
Aw.
actually had fun and was didn't feel nervous. It felt it felt like I was really being myself because sometimes I get stage fright and
Hmm.
I get nervous and I'm like, oh, like it's harder for me to like act like myself or be entertaining. So streams that I feel comfortable in are definitely my favorite, and those two, like I feel like only recently I've kind of gotten better at streaming. I'm still struggling with technical stuff,
Sure.
but yeah, I think recently with those two streams, I feel like I've gotten a lot better, and I've had fun. And oh, also I enjoyed Arrow streams like with other VTubers because I love collabing with people and meeting new people. And the way he sets it up, I really like streams like that. They kind of like set up with prompts to kind of keep the conversation going. I really love streams like that too. Yeah.
Nice. So honestly, let's give the win to Arrow. You both like collab Betray and your actual collab when you did surgery on him. So, Arrow,
Yeah.
well done.
Well, also I would watch more of Arrow's like collab or betrays, but they're like my time zone is so different. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, like when they start, right? Isn't it like 7 in the morning for you? No,
Yeah, I'm just like,
8 in the
ugh.
morning. 8 in the morning is when the show starts.
I'm like fuck. Like, cause I am bad. I wake up at noon, so
Noon sleep. Hey, I can relate. I wake up around like 11, so just an hour before 12 noon. So don't worry.
yeah.
I wish I could catch. I try to catch them when I can, but I know where you're coming from. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, Arrow. It's so early, but I really like the show. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. Like I talked to Arrow, I was just like, could you do two shows, like one for American time? Because I believe Arrow does it so early for European time
Mm-hmm.
zones.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, if you do another one, because it's popular enough, you could. But he said no, he can't handle doing two of his full-time job, which makes
That
sense.
does make sense. He's gonna have to stick with the one that can
Yeah.
cover the most bases all around. So unfortunately, that means PS timers. It's really rough on you folks because I believe you're a PST.
Yeah.
So
I feel like Arrow would be doing better if he had another version with like later, because I feel like there's a lot of people in the North American time zone that he's missing out on. I feel like mainly Europeans are watching Arrow, to be honest.
it's quite possible. I don't know myself, but I'm glad he's taken off so well. So let's see
Yeah.
here. And with that, of the favorite streams, let's see here. Nah, you know, we covered a lot here. Let me see here. Nah, you know what? Let's put a nice little ribbon on the show right here. We've been going for about a couple hours, and we got to know the doc very much about the cooking experiences that they went through. Somewhat IRL harem, but don't have a relationship in the cooking workplace. That's a no right there.
No.
We learned so much about the expensiveness of purple and pink when it comes to stained glass windows and art, and the doctor's progression, as it were, into becoming the person we see today for better interactions. So, folks, give it up for Dr. PUNICA right here, for our one lovely guest. Pachi.
Thank you.
No, you're very welcome. You are very welcome. You're very fun to hang out with, Doc. So I'm glad you came on the show here. So here's how we're going to wrap things up. Normally, I promote next week's guest that's coming up on the show, but next week's guest may or may not be able to make it. So for that very reason, there's no need to promote that guest as of now. We'll see what happens in the future. So in that case, Doc, please tell the chat what you have coming up in the immediate future so they can see and get excited for.
Well, next week I have one surgery coming up. Like, I believe Anatis had a knife to my throat and was like, "You better cut me up." So I will have to do that. And then Mimi and I will be continuing with the KFC visual novel.
Nice.
And I believe I'll have like an art stream because I'm really behind, or a karaoke, most likely art stream, because I usually do 3 a week because that's just my limit right now. I can't really stream all the time.
No, that's perfectly fine right there. Hey, Soojers, welcome. Hey, thanks for activating that. I guess I'm gonna take the maid outfit off right now. Thank you.
Oh,
Let's remove it. There we go.
but the maid outfit makes you look so submissive though.
Oh, that's not my type. It makes me look. I feel pretty in it. I ain't a submissy. I ain't a subby. I ain't a subby.
Nothing wrong with being a subby.
Wait, huh? Now put it back on. Okay. How you doing, Soojers? You doing well? Nice to see you in the chat. I hope you're doing okay.
Oh, yeah, I believe Stooge is the one with the ears and has like a marshmallow-looking avatar.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
Sorry,
marshmallow. That's Sooj. Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Now it's coming off again. Okay, now I took it off again. There we go. What are you doing, Sooj? Want me to put on clothes only to just strip in front of you again? What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go again. Oh shit. How much points do you have?
Cornel Main. Right there.
All right. There he goes. Back on again. There you go. Woo! 8K. I'm in trouble.
Oh, I have 2K. What can I do with that?
I don't know, but there you go, folks. So it's back on again. This makes Mimi happy, which is very nice. I need more redeems for channel. Anyway, so folks, that's what we look forward to in the future. Next week is going to do Doc. They're going to do a performance surgery on Anatis, as well as continuing the collab with Mimi on the KFC, and possibly an art stream. But they can only commit to 3 streams a week at most, as doing any more is just too much at this time. This point in time.
Yeah. I have other responsibilities.
For sure. So in that case, let me give you another shout out. Now that we have some folks here, let me give the doc another shout out. Please follow them, our wonderful, chill, and very strapping guests here.
Strapping? I don't have a strap on, bro.
I said strapping. There's a difference. There's a difference.
What's the difference?
You never heard that term?
No.
Strapping means like sharp and handsome. That's like a.
Oh.
That's what that term means. Yeah, strapping young fellow. That's absolutely what it means.
Oh. I thought I meant like you putting a strap on.
No.
Oh.
No.
Whatever you say.
Look it up. You won't run into the lewd shit. Trust me. So there you go, folks. There are the doctor's socials. Please, by all means, follow the good doctor and give them lots of support. So, per tradition of the show, Doc, you do pick who we're going to raid, our raid targets. So, why don't you bring up Twitch, and then we're going to go say hello, and then we'll come with a raid message, and we're going to close up the show here.
Oh, wow. I know. My raid message is "You are Pog."
Oh, awesome. You are Pog. I like that.
You know, gotta hype someone up.
For sure.
Oh, who's online?
Yeah, give a look. Let's see who we are going to raid.
Not many people are on right now. We could do Diana.
Yeah, Diana's awesome. Let's go give Diana a raid. So
yeah,
Diana, Perfect. And the raid message is you are Pog. One word or two?
Yes.
Okay,
Or two.
All right,
Or
folks.
3?
There, that's the raid message. You are Pog. Or do you like say the word actually spelled out? You are.
I spell it out.
Oh,
You
no,
are.
no, you are Pog. There you go. Spell it out. Not you are. I'm so used to URs. I was like you are. So okay, folks. So that's our raid message. Again, the doc streams 3 times a week at the most. Look forward next week to Anatis, Surgery on the Table, yet again. More collabs with the lovely Mimi, my mod, as well with the KFC, as well as art streams. Give another round of applause for Dr. PUNICA for being awesome today. Let's go! Awesome! All right, folks, you know that raid message. As I always say, Doctor, thank you for spending some time with me, and thank you for a wonderful night. This was a fun night.
Thank you so much. I had fun too.
I'm glad. Hey, I'm glad. It makes a host happy to know the guest is entertained. So, and also, you're more than a guest. You're a very fun VTuber friend indeed. So, folks, as I always say to the chat, stay cool, stay sharp. Dr. PUNICA and GEEP out to raid. Let's go say hello to Diane. Let's go. All right, it's going through. Hold on. Come on. Come on.
Wait, well,